Listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up to the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolks said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Ain't you looking pretty today?
Thank you, Paul.
Mark Templeton must be coming over to see you.
Yes, sir. He's fetching me over a scuba suit. Gonna learn me to be a frog woman.
You two seem to be hitting it off pretty good.
Yes, sir. I like Mark a whole lot. I'm just sorry Granny don't like him.
Oh, she likes him all right. She just don't understand what he does. She ain't never heard of a Navy frogman before.
She keeps telling him to stay out of the water.
Well, like lots of old folks that ain't never learned to swim, Granny's scared of the water. She'll get over worrying about him.
Thanks for fetching me home, Miss Jane, and for sending me to that nice Dr. Klingler, too.
Well, he's a fine psychiatrist, Granny. If anyone can help you with your bad dreams, he can.
Oh, it's more than bad dreams. If only that Mark Templeton would stay out of the water. Every time he dunks himself, he turns into a frog.
Well, that's his career, Granny. He's a frogman in the Navy.
Why couldn't he be in the Army? Of course, then maybe he'd go underground and turn himself into a gopher man. I don't know.
Well, try not to let it worry you, Granny. But if you should have any more nightmares, don't hesitate to see Dr. Klingner.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Now listen, Mark. I'm gonna have Elly kiss you and turn you back into a man like she done before. But please, this time, stay out of the cement pond. I don't know whether that's a yes or a no. But it better be a yes. I'm too old for this kind of foolishness. Oh, Elly. Thank heavens we's alone. Have you missed Mark?
Sure have, Granny.
Would you like to see him again, tall and handsome and in his uniform?
Is he here?
He will be. He will be. Just take him out of the cage and kiss him.
Well, Granny, I don't want to do that.
Well, you gotta take him out of the cage, Elly, or he'll swell up and bust it.
Well, Granny, I feel silly kissing a frog.
Well, I won't watch. You take him outside and do it.
All right, I'll take him outside. I'm awful sorry Granny keeps hauling you around in this here cage. There. Now you can hop down to the cement pond, have yourself a swim.
Hi, Elly, eh?
Hi, Mark.
I brought you scuba gear.
Thank you.
Who's your friend?
Oh, that's Granny's pet frog. She named him Mark.
I guess I should be flattered, but I'm not so sure.
Oh, she's right fond of him, but she keeps wanting me to kiss him.
She must be hoping he'll turn into a prince. Like I said before, who needs competition?
Thank you for another miracle. I'll try and keep him out of the water this time, so I won't have to bother you no more. Oh, bless you, Elly, for doing as I told you. Oh, Mark, You look wonderful.
Well, thank you, Granny.
I'll go get into my swimming suit and meet you down by the cement pond.
Fine.
Wait a minute. What was that?
Mark's gonna learn me to swim underwater and be a frog woman.
Oh, no, Ellie, don't go near the water. And don't let him get wet again, neither.
Oh, it's all right, Granny.
Really it is, Granny.
You stay out of this, frog boy. Ellie, listen to me, dear. Stay away from the cement pond, both of you.
Don't get upset, Granny. Mark won't let nothing happen to me.
He can't even stop what happens to him.
What are you talking about?
You don't remember what happened down at the cement pond?
No.
You don't remember me pulling you out and taking you to the doctor?
No.
You don't remember him telling you to stay out of the water?
No.
See? His brain shrinks up with his body.
Granny, that ain't nice.
Nice, it's downright ugly.
I'll meet you down to the pond, Mark.
Okay,
No,
Ellie.
Ellie, please, I'm pleading with you. Don't, please.
Granny, there's no danger. You can come and watch.
I wouldn't watch that gruesome sight for nothing.
I'll see you at the pool.
Oh, no, you won't.
Granny, let go.
Granny, get off his back.
You ain't turning my only granddaughter into no frog woman.
What's going on in here?
Granny's jumped on Mark's back and won't get off.
Granny, get down from there. Stop riding that boy.
Not until he promises to stay out of the water.
He can't promise that.
Well, then get a rope. We'll tie him up.
I'll tie you up. Get off his back.
No!
Hey! Y'all playing horse and rider. Come on, Ellie. Hop on my back and we'll joust him.
Jethro, we ain't playing. Now tote Granny up to her room and lock her in.
Hop on, Granny.
Stay away from me, you big boob.
Come on. All right, Jethro, tote her upstairs.
Now, let me go. Let me go, you big lunkhead. This whole family's gone crazy. Let me go. Help! What's going on in here? What is all this?
Elly is marrying Mark Templeton. This is Judge Marshall. He's going to perform the ceremony.
You can't do it, Judge. The groom is a frog man. When he gets wet, he turns frog.
Madam, please. The ceremony's about to begin. Here comes the best man.
Jethro, where's the groom?
We're running a little late. He wanted to take a shower.
Ooh, don't let him, Jethro. Please stop him from getting... It's too late. He got his head wet. Miss Jane, don't let him go through with this thing. Stop him, please. Jed, take a look at the groom. You can't let your daughter marry that thing.
Granny, please, this is a solemn occasion.
Solemn is pitiful.
We are gathered here to join this couple in wedlock. Who gives this woman to be married to this frog?
I do.
Mark Templeton, do you take this woman for your lawfully wedded wife? Elly May Clampett, do you take this frog to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Say no.
I do.
I now pronounce you frog and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Yes, Ellie, kiss him. Maybe it'll turn him back into a man. No. Oh, no.
Have a nice honeymoon, youngins.
No. 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 Stop him, somebody. Stop him. Jed. Help, Jed. Help.
What's the matter, Granny?
Jed, did Elly May and that frog man get married yet?
No.
Oh, praise be. You can't let this courtship go any further, Jed.
Now, Granny.
Do as I say or you're going to hear the pitter-patter of little web feet.
Granny, you come over here and take another one of these tranquilizers and light up. Granny, come back here.
This sure is a pretty scuba suit, Mark.
Well, I thought you ought to have something a little fancier in our Navy gear.
These flippers sure is hard to walk in.
A little awkward on land, but they'll feel great in the water.
Granny, stay away from the young'un.
Elly, Mark, get your feet out of the water quick. Oh, no. Too late.
Granny, come away from there.
But, Jed, look what's happening.
That's none of your concern. Come on now.
Don't get nothing else wet, I'm begging you. It'll be gruesome.
Say, does it look like a serious romance between Elly May and that Navy lieutenant?
Does indeed.
You know, if he marries Elly May, he's going to come into $30 or $40 million.
He will.
Oh, I love that boy. He's just like my own son.
Chief, you threw him out of your office. He can't stand you. He despises you.
Yeah, I've got to get on his good side and fast. Think of something.
When it comes to devious, underhanded schemes, no one can give you advice.
Yes, I guess I am pretty hard to beat. Oh, I think I've got the germ of an idea.
I'm sure germ is the perfect word.
Careful, Hathaway. One of these days, you're going to push my sweet, generous nature too far.
You are about as sweet and generous as a hungry wolf.
Hello, Lieutenant.
Oh, it's you. You're wearing Navy fatigues.
Aye, aye, sir. I always wear them when I swab the deck. I mean, wash off the patio.
You're Navy?
Didn't you know? Oh, yes, I went through the whole thing. Pearl, Guadalcanal, Midway, Coral Sea, Philippines. I really saw the action.
How'd you get hurt?
Oh, is it noticeable? Well, it only bothers me when I'm around water.
Shell fragment?
Shark bite.
Your ship went down, huh?
3 of them.
You really did see some action.
Well, I don't like to talk about it. But it was pretty rough out there. As my skipper used to say to me, Spunky, he'd say, we can't quit. We're Navy.
Well, let me ask you something. When I first walked into your office, I was wearing my Navy uniform. You treated me like dirt.
Well, son, I'll level with you. For 5 long years, I took orders from officers. Kids not dry behind the ears. 90-day wonders barking at me. Swab that deck, sailor. Polish that gun, Mac. Tote that shell. Lift that hatch. When I saw you walking in wearing that officer's uniform, all came back to me. I just saw red.
I can understand that.
No hard feelings, sir?
Of course not. And don't call me sir.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, no, they's all frog but the head.
Aren't they a great couple? I'm responsible for that, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me. All 3 of you can go frog together.
Did Granny sure enough push Mr. Drysdale in the cement pond?
Like to drown the poor man.
I wish somebody would drown me so I don't have to see the monstrous trouble that's coming to this family. A bunch of frog brains, that's what you are.
Put her on the bed.
Put me down, you big lummox. Put me down.
Now, take another one of them tranquilizers and get some sleep.
I don't want to go to sleep. I'll have another horrible nightmare.
Well, stay in here and get some rest anyway. Now, Jethro, I want you to lock this door, stand guard, and don't open it. Can you understand that?
Of course I can. You're talking to a 6th grade educated brain.
Fine.
I'll just stay out here and read old Jim Owen's book. It's full of funny stuff.
Hey, that might be just a thing to get Granny's mind off her troubles. Let me have that. Granny, I got something here that's going to cheer you up. Old Jim Owen from back home wrote a book, and it's a dandy. Old Jim says right here on the back page, If you're too busy to fish, you're too busy.
I don't want to hear nothing about fish, nor frogs, nor nothing that comes out of the water.
Well, now, here's a good one. You listen to this. A while back, a friend of mine had money trouble, and I helped him out. He says, I won't forget you, Jim. And he kept his word. He's in trouble again, and he just called me. Well, I reckon you're just not in the mood for funny stories. Well, have a good rest. Jethro?
What you want?
Open the door.
I can't. I got orders to keep it locked.
I'm the one that give you the orders.
Yes, sir. And my sixth-grade educated brain is hanging on to them.
Jethro, unlock the door and I'll feed you. Good boy.
Thank you. Did the book cheer her up?
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Hey, I know something that might. Remember that frog she had in the cage she was so crazy about?
Yeah, she did seem right took with that thing.
Well, maybe I could find it and fetch it to her.
Worth a try.
I'll do her.
Found him, huh?
Found two of them down by the cement pond.
Fine. Now, if Granny's asleep, don't wake her.
Gotcha. Hey, Granny, what you doing?
Oh, Jethro, I spilled some water on the bed, and I'm hanging the sheets out to dry.
Oh, well, I found these two frogs swimming in the cement pond. Figured they might be good company for you.
Mark and Elly, why wouldn't you listen to me? If I told you once, I told you a dozen times to stay out of the water. Now look at you. Won't do you no good to kiss now. You're both frogs. Well, let's hope and pray that Dr. Klingner can help you. Sorry to bother you again, Doctor.
Not at all. I was hoping you'd come back.
You remember Mark Templeton, the lieutenant in the United States Navy?
Oh, of course. Hello again, Lieutenant.
The other one is my granddaughter, Elly May.
Oh, this is the girl you told me about, the one who's in love with Mark here.
Yes. She's a beautiful girl, Doctor.
They're a handsome couple.
They want to get married, but who's going to give them to a wedding?
Well, I wouldn't let that worry me. In their case, a marriage ceremony isn't really important.
Doctor, what are you suggesting?
Well, I mean, they're just...
I can't speak for him. He's a sailor. But my granddaughter was raised up proper. She's a decent church-going girl.
She goes to church?
Every Sunday. Back home, she used to sing in the choir.
Oh, well, that does shed a different light on the situation. We must observe the proprieties, the conventions.
You bet your cotton-picking pill bottle. Elly's going to have a beautiful wedding with flower girls and everything.
Fine. Well, now, suppose you take them back home now and call me for a regular appointment.
There ain't no use for me to take them home. I've done all I can for them. Now it's up to you.
What exactly is up to me?
You got to turn them two frogs into a handsome Navy lieutenant and a beautiful blonde girl.
Well, that's going to take some doing.
Take your time. I'm leaving here. And when you've earned your fee, you have Miss Jane drive them home.
Miss Jane, that would be Miss Hathaway?
Yeah. She's the one that recommended you. Says you're the greatest there is.
Well,
All you gotta do now is prove it.
Get me Miss Hathaway, please. Dr. Freud, I've read everything you've ever written, but you never covered this one.
She told you what?
She said she was hanging the sheets out the window to dry. And she was right. They're as dry as a bone.
Boy, you are not to be believed.
Oh, but thank you.
Go out and find your granny.
I don't know where she is.
Go find her. Get moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes.
Sort of lesson, Mark.
How about another one tomorrow?
Dandy. Oh, come in.
Hello, young lovers.
Howdy, Miss Jane.
Hello, Miss Hathaway.
Well, Ellie Mae, this time I brought you 2 frogs.
Oh, them poor critters. I sure do wish Granny'd stop putting them in cages.
Miss Jane's car. Maybe the doctor done it. Oh, Mark, you're all right. Oh, praise be. Oh, Ellie, you're beautiful. Oh, young'uns, I'm so happy. Miss Jane, thank you. And thank Dr. Klinger for me, too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go up and lay down. I am dog-tired, plumb wrung out. But before I go, young'uns, promise me you'll never go near the water again.
But, Granny, we can't do that.
In fact, I'm giving Ellie another frog woman lesson in the morning.
No!
Granny! Granny, get off!
Granny, you're riding that boy again. Get off of him.
Ned Fleming went in search of his grandfather.
Isn't this great?
Are we finished bonding yet? What he found was himself.
Maybe for the first time, you feel alive.
It's taken me 20 years to become a part of your life. I'm staying right here.
Mel Harris, Edward Asner, Out of the Woods, Tuesday at 9 on Hallmark Channel. For Judge Amy Gray.
Your Honor, in closing...
Sit down, Mr. Rhodes. I'm ruling.
There's only one thing more challenging than family court.
I'm looking at this as a judge. Well, stop it.
Family life. Amy Brenneman and Tom